So you'll click this one right here, Fit Point Spline. You'll click on the first one, and then just go and click on all the other points along the top. And then when you get to the last one, you'll double click and it'll put all those crazy green dots on it. And then at this point, I would save. I'm not going to worry about saving mine because this isn't a real one. And then you're going to click over here where it says select up here so that it'll let you like select things. So that select is right there. And then you need to get rid of the vertical lines because you don't want them to actually, they were just there to get like the right height. You don't want them to actually be there. So you're going to click, if you just click and hit delete, it'll get rid of your vertical lines. You could probably do them all at once, but either way. So you get rid of all of your vertical lines so that all you have is the curve. Even though like you're going to need it to be like closed right here, we don't want to put a vertical line right there because it won't rotate it if it's a vertical line. So you just want the curve. It's going to have a hole in it whenever you rotate it, but then we'll patch it with a cylinder on it. So you don't want to having vertical lines. It'll look like this. Then once you've got just your curve, you'll click Finish Sketch over here. Don't click Finish Sketch until you're to like this point right here. That's a good question. I don't know why. I'm sure there's an answer, but I'll work on yours here in a second. So once you have finished the sketch, it says up here at the top, solid. This is your revolve, but it will not do it correctly. It's not going to do it like you want while it's on solid. You have to go over to surface. So you'll click on surface, and then you will click on your curve and click the revolve tool, and then you're going to click the axis you want to revolve around, and it'll turn it and you'll tell it okay for that. So that will get that there. If you click the orbit tool, now you can see like what it looks like. And then there's 2 more steps that you'll have to do, and I'll go back through these with you and help you with them, but I'm just going to go through them so you've seen them. So the issue is you're going to have a hole probably, unless yours went all the way to the x-axis, but it probably did not because it won't have like a base to sit on if you did that. So the first thing you'll have to do is you need to thicken this because right now it has no thickness, and when you print it, it's just going to be like a mess. It won't. So you will right-click on it, and it says thicken. And about 1 millimeter is pretty good. That's what this was. Do not go over like 2 millimeters because it'll be so thick it'll take it forever to print. So about 1 millimeter is fine. And make sure whenever you do that, see how it's got like the arrow right there that is like pointing outward. You want to make sure that that is pointing outward. If it is not, then it's going to like thicken it inwards and it's going to mess up your volume for that. So it needs to be pointing outwards there. You can do like a -1 and then it's like going inwards. We don't want that. Sometimes, I don't know why, but sometimes you have to do a -1 because it's like it automatically goes inward. I don't know why, but, and then you'll click OK. So now it has like some thickness to it. And then you got to close up the hole, which there is like a patch option, but I couldn't get it to work very well whenever I was doing this. So if you go over to solid and click right here where it says create, you want a cylinder, and you want it, this is where it gets difficult to, let's see, this is a weird looking, I think thicken it, mine's not great. You want it in, let's see, alright, create cylinder, you want it in this plane, center, you want to go out a little past the edge so that it will like meet up, and then like see how this one is like going in and it says cut over here. You don't want cut, you want I think you want intersect. Oh gosh, but we want it to be, let's go -1. Okay. Let me click me. Oh, that's probably too much there. Mine's not great because I have made it weird, where I didn't actually, mine's not very big and it's weird, but you'll add that cylinder there and then it will be closed up. Mine's going to have like a weird, you don't really want it to look like that, but we can work with it. I think it's because mine was only like a few millimeters long anyway, so it's showing up funny whenever I thicken it, but those are the steps. So I'll be glad to help you on getting it to work, because it's not always like straightforward and easy, but that is what you will do.